the Squier Contemporary HH Active Jazz Bass. Now, unlike the other two basses, this features dual humbuckers instead of two single-coil jazz pickups. This model features an alder body, with this particular one coming in a good-looking matte black. For the neck, we're looking at a 34-inch scale, 20-fret maple fretboard, and a maple neck. Just like the Bacchus, this also features a painted headstock, whereas the Sire has a natural headstock. Though I have to note that some of the finish options for the Sire include a matching headstock. The controls for the Squier include a master volume, blend, passive tone control, and a 2-band preamp. That's boost only. Now before we begin, here's how I'm going to be doing this comparison. I'm going to be ranking these basses 1 to 3 in 7 categories. We're going to be looking at aesthetics and design, build quality, hardware quality, electronics quality, where we look at the pickups and preamp, the quality of the neck, the accessibility of the bass, or how easy it is to get, and then the price and value. Now that we're done with the introductions, let's get playing. You guys know what you need to do. Go ahead and pinch that like button so my hand can turn back to normal. Thanks. This is the Squier Contemporary Active Jazz Bass, featuring dual humbuckers. With an MSRP of $450, this is the most expensive bass of the three, not including shipping. Now, unlike the other two basses that feature mahogany body, this is using an old-fashioned alder body, and it's finished in this good-looking matte black. However, if you're expecting a quality matte black finish, look elsewhere. This kind of feels almost like a rhino lining. Compared to the matte finishes of other guitar manufacturers, this one is a bit of a letdown and feels really cheap. This bass is featuring 2 SQR humbucking pickups, a master volume control, a master blend control, a passive tone control, and then a treble and bass boost only. I feel like this is a bit of an odd choice, only having boost for the preamp. I feel that really limits your tonal flexibility, especially compared to what the other two offer. I'm glad that they offered the passive tone control, however, which is absent in the Bacchus. Now before we check out this preamp, let's see what these pickups sound like. Let's start with the neck pickup. Now, let's check out the bridge pickup. This doesn't sound too bad either. Again, it doesn't really sound like a jazz bass, but it doesn't sound bad. Now here's what the tone sounds like at 100%. Here's the tone at 50%. And here's the tone all the way down. And finally, here's the 2-band preamp. First, let's look at the bass control. Here's the bass at 50%. And here's the bass at 100% boosted. And now here's just the treble at 50%. and the treble at 100%. And lastly, here's how she slaps. It doesn't sound bad. So overall, I don't think this bass really can justify its $450 price point. I have to knock this bass for the quality of the tuning machines, which feel a bit cheap, though weren't as troublesome as the ones on the Squier. The bridge, on the other hand, is actually quite nice. It's a nice high-mass bridge, and isn't a terrible design, so no complaints there. And if you want to change it, it is a standard 5-bolt pattern. So there should be plenty of other options available if you so choose. I really need to knock this bass for the electronics. I appreciate that everything is sized in a standard fashion so you can replace things pretty easily. However, at $450, I really don't want to have to gut this thing in order to get a decent instrument out of it. The neck itself does feel a bit cheap compared to the other two. The satin finish that they use is quite thin, and you can tell that the masking job that they did when painting the headstock wasn't the best. I personally find the preamp here absolutely useless, and I don't think that this is a value-added accessory. In fact, I think it's the opposite. The fact that you need a battery to operate this preamp is sad. It does nothing. It just boosts 80% of the tonal range of the bass, either going from the bottom 80% or the top 80%. So it seems like it's kind of covering the same ground with both the treble and bass control. I really wanted to like this instrument, and I have to say that this is much better than the Squier P bass that I had before. However, I think Squier is definitely missing the mark here with this bass, both with the price point as well as the included electronics. So far, Squier is 0 for 2 in my book. I'm going to go ahead and rate that 2 claws out of 5. I feel like at $450, there's better options out there for your money. However, if you want a jazz bass body with a cheapy matte finish and humbucking pickups, I guess this is your bass. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about these 3 basses. And as always, until we groove again.